Lisbon and Porto, same country, two different worlds. Let's see which city wins your heart. Welcome to Tips for Trips and AV.
This is a new YouTube channel about travel and technology, so please support the channel and hit subscribe.
Welcome to Lisbon, a city full of history and some of the best pastries you'll ever taste. We arrived from Barcelona on a flight that took about 2 hours and 15 minutes. Each ticket cost around €40. These are great affordable options for a 3 to 4 day trip. Guys, what's the first thing you do if you arrived in Lisbon right now? Let me know in the comments. In Lisbon, life moves slowly. You will see old tiled streets, yellow trams climbing steep hills, and views that look like postcards. Let's go for a walk. This is the Arco da Rua Augusta, at the entrance of Praça do Comércio, right by the Tagus River. This arch celebrates Lisbon's rebuilding after the 1755 earthquake. It's one of the city's best-known sites. The church of São Domingos was badly damaged by a big fire in 1959. The inside was left dark and partly repaired, giving it that dramatic burnt look. Okay, how do you get around in Lisbon? You either walk or you can take these old but cute trams. They only take cash, so always carry some just in case. And don't expect a fancy or smooth ride. This is the Santa Justa Lift, a historic iron elevator built in the early 1900s to connect the lower Baixa area with the higher Bairro Alto. It has a cool Eiffel-style design because it was made by an engineer who worked with Gustave Eiffel. It's another must-see spot in Lisbon. A round-trip ticket with access to the top deck cost about €6. But it's free if you have the Lisboa card or some transport passes. Lisbon's old trams, especially Tram 28, go back to the 1930s and still run today because only these old models can handle the city's steep, narrow streets modern trams can't. Riding one feels like traveling through history. Next stop, Alfama, the oldest area in Lisbon and one of the few that survived the 1755 earthquake. You can wander these small streets, listen to live music, and feel the true spirit of the city. Or just eat and drink like we did. Alfama is known as the home of Fado, Portugal's traditional music full of emotion and longing. For centuries, people gathered in small bars here to sing songs about love and life by the river. Even today, you can walk through the narrow streets at night and hear a live fado from cafes and doorways. Cruise ships love Lisbon because of its great location between the Mediterranean, Northern Europe, and the Atlantic. It's a deep water port right in the city center. Ships usually stay for 8 to 10 hours, sometimes overnight. Spring, between April and June, is the best time to visit on a cruise. We came in October, so it was a bit windy, but that didn't stop us from walking around and enjoying the city. We booked an apartment for 4 people in the city center, and it cost about 300 euros for 2 nights. Prices in Lisbon are quite similar to Spain, Italy, Greece, and France, but you'll find options for any budget. Lisbon has a hidden network of tunnels called the Roman Galleries, built by the Romans, of course. They are only open to the public just a few days each year because they often flood. Did you know Lisbon is actually older than Rome? It is one of the oldest cities in Western Europe, built centuries before the Roman Empire. Bacalhau or salt cod is Portugal's national dish. In Lisbon you can find it fried, baked or in casseroles. Now it's time to go to the train station and head to Porto. The ticket costs around 15 euros. The trip takes about 3 hours. You can buy food on the train, but have some cash just in case the card machines don't work. We arrived in Porto at night. Look at this view! Doesn't it look like a painting? This is the Dom Luís First Bridge, a double-deck metal bridge that connects Porto with Vilanova de Gaia over the Douro River. Porto actually has 6 bridges crossing this river. After a good night's sleep, the next morning we joined a walking tour. I really recommend doing one in every city you visit. You might miss a lot if you skip it, and it only takes 2 to 3 hours. It's totally worth it. This is Livraia Lelo, one of the most famous bookstores in the world and a top attraction in Porto. It's known for its beautiful design and magical interior. You need a ticket to enter. This is the Igreja do Carmo, or Carmo Church. It featured a stunning Rococo-style facade. Built in the 1700s, it has a beautiful front covered in tiles. The main part of the church is free to enter, but if you want to see more areas, there's a small fee of about 5 euros. We kept walking and passed the San Antonio Hospital, right next to the Jardín do Cordovaria and the Palace of Justice. Next, we went up to the Miradouro da Vitória, a nice viewpoint where you can see big landmarks like the Dom Luís First Bridge, the Porto Cathedral, and the wine cellars on the other side of the river. Did you know Porto is where port wine was born? Leave a comment in the comment section if you did. And did you also know the name Portugal comes from this area? From an old town called Portuguese. In Porto, we booked a nice apartment for 1 night, and it cost around 170 euros for 4 people. As always, there are many options to choose from. Also in Porto, you can take a boat tour on the Douro River and see the 6 famous bridges up close. A perfect mix of history, buildings, and amazing scenery. And finally we reached São Bento Station, one of the most beautiful train stations in the world. Decorated with over 20,000 blue tiles. The tiles in São Bento Station were hand-painted in the early 1900s, showing scenes from history. They were put in the station between 1905 and 1916. So, what do you think of Lisbon and Porto? Tell me in the comment section. And don't forget to check the playlist in the description for more travel videos and my technology videos too.
I hope you have fun watching this cricket video. Please support the channel and hit subscribe. And see you soon.